Hey, good morning, YouTube. John here. My little town of Mineral Wells, Texas has so many really cool things to do that a lot of people don't know about if they're not from here, and even a lot of people that are from here may not know about it. So we're going to be doing one of those things today, and that is rock climbing in Penitentiary Hollow at Lake Mineral Wells State Park. So Lake Mineral Wells State Park is one of the best state parks, in my opinion. I am biased because I live here in Mineral Wells, but also based on visits. It's one of the most popularly visited state parks in the state, and it's beautiful. It's got a lake. You can rent little paddle boats and canoes and paddle around on the lake. You can fish. It's got lots of hiking trails, a lot of trees, a lot of neat outcroppings. There's an amphitheater. They do a lot of different things like cowboy poetry nights, and they have spider walks, and the park is well organized, well run. Lots of fun activities throughout the year. But maybe rock climbing is what it's most well known for. People who are serious about rock climbing from the Metroplex, they've all been out here to Penitentiary Hollow. So it's called Penitentiary Hollow. Supposedly, I don't know if this is true or not, but the story goes that back in the old days, some guys were transporting some prisoners, and for whatever reason, it came a storm and they had to hunker down, I think is the story, but they ended up tucking into that part of the state park. And what Penitentiary Hollow is this huge rock outcropping where these gigantic rock cliffs, protrude from the ground. They're probably, I'm going to say 40 feet high. That's an estimate, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but they're just giant rocks, and you can rock climb down various faces of them, or up, I guess, and then they have bolts that are in the rock that rock climbers can use for their ropes and things like that. So I'm not a rock climber. I don't have the equipment. I don't have the knowledge. I've gone rappelling. My kids and I have gone to indoor rock climbing parks for fun with the auto belays and all that stuff. But as far as actual real rock climbing with ropes and someone belaying you, I need help on that for us to do it and do it safely and correctly. And so I just found out, this a month ago probably, that there is a rock climbing organization called Rockabout Climbing that has a license agreement with Lake Mineral Wells State Park, and basically you can sign up for classes. They offer beginner climbing classes. So I've got 2 kids at home. I've got one off of college, and I've signed up for 3 persons. It's if you sign up for 3 to 6 people, it's $99 a person. If you do smaller groups, it's a little bit more per person, and you can even do individual rock climbing, just one-on-one with a guide. So really look forward to that. I think we're going to have a good time. My kids like doing stuff like that, and honestly, all school year long, they can't wait for summer. And then when summer gets here, they are so bored. So my goal this summer for them and for myself too is to have a summer of adventure. And a lot of that adventure is going to be right here in Mineral Wells, Texas, because there's just so much to do, and I want to take full advantage of it this summer and really have a lot of fun with my family. Some of the things I'll probably do by myself if they're not available. Anyway, it's going to be a good time. So I hope you enjoy this video about rock climbing in Lake Mineral Wells State Park. We had a really good time rock climbing at Lake Mineral Wells State Park today. My kids enjoyed it immensely. We had a wonderful guide. I've actually forgotten her name. Sorry, but she was really good from Rockabout Climbing. I think they're based out of Austin, so she had a heck of a drive to get here. But by the time we got out there to the state park, she had already set up 3 different ropes. And she was really good about, there was a pretty easy first rope and an intermediate second rope, and then the third rope was on a little more challenging rock face with, you know, fewer obvious hand holds and toe holds and stuff like that. But her advice as we're doing it was great. The first hour was spent learning to tie the knots appropriately so that they're self-tightening and they're super safe, learning how to belay one another. And she did all the belaying at first for all three of us. And I'm not light. I'm 190 pounds, 189 pounds. And she showed the kids how to use a tree to help you belay, or how to belay with multiple people when the person climbing is heavier than you. And so once we got through all the safety stuff, we started climbing, and Lily, the littlest one, she went first, and the guide belayed her, and then Evan went, she belayed him. He's a high school junior and pretty stout little guy, but not too heavy. And then I went last. And then after, you know, several times up and down that face, we moved to the second one that was a little more challenging. And then at some point, she basically had the kids and myself start belaying also. So we had her and one person belaying and two people climbing. So we were able to climb, you know, two people at a time. We did that for a good long time until everyone was really comfortable. It was really great. The safety checks before you would climb. The climber would check the belayer would check the climber. Everybody would make sure, you know, all their harnesses were fastened in correctly and the knots were tied, and make sure you're wearing climbing shoes, which were provided by them. We literally didn't provide anything. We came wearing the appropriate attire. I will say we did not bring food. We brought water. We didn't bring any food. It's a 4-hour, we signed up for a 4-hour beginner's climbing lesson, and our plan was to eat afterwards, but you burn a lot of calories rock climbing, and your arms and legs will be tired, especially men. If you haven't rock climbed before, you're going to rely on your upper body strength, and your guide is going to tell you not to. She said, for example, can you climb stairs? Yes. Can you do pull-ups? Yeah, kind of. And she said, it's easier to climb stairs than do pull-ups, so when you're rock climbing, use your feet more than your hands. Well, I think for me anyway, the temptation was you're able to look up easily and see where the handholds are. So you just want to, as a man, the temptation is just to use your upper body strength to just, you know, power your way up the mountain and just absolutely gas your arms. And I did a lot of that. She would remind me periodically, remember, you know, you have feet. And so a lot of times it's really fun. It's a fun thing to do. A lot of times it's a lot easier to find a toe hold and push yourself up and grab with your hand, you know, kind of spring up until you can reach a handhold that's out of reach. You know, use that hip and that knee and push yourself up. And then other times too, you don't think about this if you're a new rock climber like we are, my kids and me, but you don't necessarily want your hands above your head. Sometimes you want to put it below you and push up, like the way she put it was like you're pushing up out of a pool. So it was a fun physical experience, but it's also like a great learning experience, and like it's a puzzle. Doing the rock climbing that makes you not realize you're getting in a workout, but definitely got in a good workout today and had a really good time. I would 100% recommend the $99 per person. It's 3 to 6 climbers. We did 3. My wife went. She took the puppy dog. We have a little wiener dog named Timber. And she took Timber, and they hiked the whole time, and she would come and take pictures and hang out and chit chat, and had a really good time. And the guide was friendly, funny, helpful, very patient, which was necessary with us newbies not knowing what we're doing. We will definitely be going back to Penitentiary Hollow and Lake Mineral State Park and climbing again. They are Rockabout is the only authorized climbing instructor set up out there. She said sometimes others come out there and climb. You know, independent people just themselves with their friends can come out there and climb. I think there's a little fee that you pay at the gate of the state park, and it's not much. I think it's $3 per climb or something like that, in addition to the fee to get into the park, which is $6 or $10. But if you have the yearly state park pass, which we usually keep, then you don't have to pay that part of it. But with Rockabout, all of those fees are included. You don't have to pay. They just waved us right in when they you know, saw that we had an appointment for that. So I guess all that's built into Rockabout's fee structure. But she did say there are sometimes other groups that will come out there kind of illicitly and give climbing lessons and aren't supposed to. But Rockabout is the group that has an agreement with the Lake Mineral State Park. So shoot, man, I'll include on this video their website and phone number, and I would highly encourage you to give them a call and go out there and take advantage of what we have here in Mineral Wells, like the Penitentiary Hollow. It's great to hike through there and look at it, but when you do, we've hiked through there a million times, and when you do, you always look at it and think, boy, that'd be fun to rock climb out here. And I always thought I would never get to do it, because I'm not going to go out there and pretend like I know what I'm doing. Right, if I don't have a guide to show me the ropes, you know, then I was not going to get to rock climb. And I don't have any friends that are rock climbers, or that I know of anyway. So when I discovered this deal about Rockabout climbing, having a guide that can come to Lake Mineral Wells, man, I was so excited. And I actually signed up 10 minutes after I learned that was even a thing out here. So want more people to know about it, because it's really fun. And I hope you get a chance to take your kids out there and climb up those rocks and find out. Say hi to Nana.
Hey,
Yeah.
Nana.
I'm gonna send it to her.
Hey. Would I have all that power left in me anymore? See that crack in front of your face? That horizontal crack? Yeah, that's pretty good for hands. I meant when you move. Sometimes we want to go sideways instead of up. You can use that whole crack system for hands, and then you've got something to stand on all the way over. We keep going up, we run out of places to put our feet. There's a lot of spatial reasoning happening in climbing.